We have returned to the treacherous territory that is Bear Island's Bleak Inlet. What could possibly go wrong? Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of The Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am going to kind of take the high ground up here. The fog definitely trolled me last episode, and it was hilarious. There are some timber wolves right down this way. And so what I want to kind of do is stay up above those timber wolves for now until I have a bit more of a sense that I have the lay of the land. Good, it is going to let me get up this slope. I was about to say I don't know if this slope is going to work, but it seems like it will. So what I'm hoping for is that this high perch here, especially because the weather does seem to be clearing a bit, the fog is actually going away. This might give me... Oh no, just kidding, the weather's not clearing. All right, there's a cave there. Wait a minute, there's a cave? What? Okay. This top area... I've used this meme one too many times in this series, but I have to use it again. I've got to be real. I have... I have no memory of this place. I'm sorry. Like, this is... That's a bit of a stretch. I have some memory of this place, but I don't remember... I think it's possible that the last time I was here, I kind of charged down facing the Timberwolves, whereas now I'm in a little bit more like stealth/exploration Hadrian mode. So, okay, let's do it then. Let's go down to the cave. If you're going to give me a cave, I'll take it. I see some shrubs blocking the cave. I do not see the... Oh, I think I did see the tower. Actually, I think it's through there to the left. I don't think the tower is far away. And then from the tower, I will almost certainly be able to see farther into the zone. And at the very least, I can hang out in the top of the tower and feel a little bit safer for a bit. Where does this go? This doesn't go anywhere. It's just a cave. It's a shelter cave, not a...
Starting to feel numb.
Nice. This is... Okay. So there's loot here in addition to some cedar firewood. Another marine flare, which, you know what? I won't complain about that. Especially if you recall earlier in the series, we were able to get the hidden cache in Desolation Point that replenished my stock of marine flares, because earlier in the series, there was a moment where, unfortunately, I burned through a ton of those so that I could have some light. Okay, so I need to stay warm enough back here. Let's go ahead and sleep for a couple of hours. I'm a little bit worried that the game is about to throw a blizzard at me. But it actually looks okay outside. So let's see what happens. We're about 10 pounds overweight at the moment, which is more than I want to be. It's primarily the cooking stuff that we're carrying and the water. I can drink some of that water to deal with the problem, but... Okay, the main thing is just I want to try and steer clear of the Timberwolf packs if I can. I mean, here's the thing. We're in Bleak Inlet. We're going to go to the cannery. The likelihood of completely avoiding Timberwolf aggro is next to zero. I got very lucky, especially when you consider how lucky I got in Blackrock. And so with that luck in mind, I'm not going to assume that my luck will continue. As a matter of fact, I'm going to assume that there's a Timberwolf literally right around this corner. Because that ridge right there where you can see that slope coming like straight toward me, I think that's the route down from the fire. And I remember seeing Timberwolves like basically straight ahead. So I have plenty of revolver rounds. I have full health. I have marine flares. All right. I can't see them, which is not good because it just means they're around the next corner. Either that or they've patrolled off somewhere. But my guess is that they're off to the left here. I don't see the tower, though. I don't remember where it is. I think the tower is farther down this way, kind of occluded by this rock. I'm going to stay low to the ground because I'm assuming that the timber wolves are actually close to me and to the left. Oh, nope, I see one in the distance, so that they might be farther away. But the packs have a tendency to spread out a good bit. Okay, I'm going to stand up. I could be walking into a clever girl moment, but I'm going to cross my fingers and hope that's not the case. All right, that's a lot of walking. Let's get back low to the ground. The rock facing to my left is helping me a lot right now because the wind is coming from the same direction. So I am not dealing with wind chill right now. It's still really cold. Okay, this blind spot is incredibly nerve-wracking. Okay, so there's one timber wolf. That might be another one up on the slope just past those leaves. We're going to hug this rock because I do feel like the tower is up here to the left. Now, for those of you with very good memories, you might recall that we had an amazing moment, like a really good... Oh, shiitake mushrooms. That is uncomfortably close. High, high, high. Wow.
I can't feel my hands.
I see where the tower is. So we had a moment where I realized that the Timberwolves can in fact run up the tower stairs. Yeah. That's a thing that happened. So even if I were to, like, for example, stand up right now and try and just run for the tower. Now, if I got inside the tower at the top, I'm safe.
I want to lay down for a bit.
I'm not ruling out a clever girl moment, by the way. If you don't know the reference when I say clever girl moment, I'm of course referring to Jurassic Park, where the human hunter believes that he has an eye on the raptor on his quarry, and he thinks he's got the drop on it, and then he realizes that the raptor's buddy, in fact, has the drop on him. That's what I mean by clever girl moment. Okay, we're gonna sprint to this tower. Wow. Holy crap, that was close. Ooh, boy. Yeah, they are not following. I would know if they were following. We would all know if they were following. We are, however, quite cold now, so I need to get inside and get some shelter. Did I grab my bedroll? I did. I had a commenter recently. One of the advantages of my comment feed, even though, unfortunately, they don't share these tools with the moderators I've appointed on my YouTube channel, which is very frustrating. Get on that, YouTube. Thanks. One of the really nice features of the moderator, or of the comment feed, is that I get to see all comments on all videos in real time, which no one else has access to. Again, kind of frustrating. But the really nice thing is that if someone comments on an old Against All Odds video, I'll still see it. I'll see it immediately, in fact, which is pretty cool. So, somebody commented recently, they found a moment in Season 1 of Against All Odds back in 2015 when I was like, did I forget my bedroll? They were like, some things never change. And I was like, oh, that is amazing. All right, so we've got some Pinnacle Peaches and some ketchup chips up here. Cedar firewood, a cooking pot hanging on the wall. Okay, well, you know, it's not the most, like, amazing yield that I could have asked for here, but it's not nothing. And now I can sort of wait out this storm for a moment while also having things to eat, which is nice. So what I'm kind of hoping is that I'm going to go ahead and consume these peaches. They're very ruined, but that's okay. I'm going to drop this on the ground. I'm also going to go ahead and drop that second recycled can. I think I've only had one recycled can on me for a while because I've got the cooking skillet. So that's another thing in terms of weight management that's useful. Practical gunsmithing. I think I did in fact hit Master Gunsmith. Yep, I did. So that is another book that I don't need. That's crazy. That's one skill that I did not expect. Like, if you would have told me when this series started that, like, by the way, one of the things you'll accomplish while re-exploring Great Bear and, like, really getting a sense for, you know, the new zones and the old, one of the things that you'll do is max out gunsmithing. I would have been like, no way. There's no way I'm maxing out gunsmithing. Are you kidding me? I mean, I might read a book or two, and I might even use the gunsmithing, but max it out? No, that's not happening. Well, it happened. All right, so the storm's actually pretty rough. Let's pass some more time. I'm hoping that it lets up before it gets completely... Ooh. Okay, well, it's still bad, but now I have visibility, so I can plan my route. All right, that's actually not very helpful. I do think I see a railing down that way, though. And the Timberwolves are not close, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to step inside here for a moment and just... let's see. I'll challenge some cattails until I am sated. And I do have those chips as well. I'll need to remember that. I can drink some water. Now we're only about 10 pounds over encumbrance. I'm trying to keep that limited now that I have so much extra carry capacity. I'm already carrying a lot more than I typically might without all these bonuses, so I shall bear that in mind. Okay, so that's the lower region of Bleak Inlet that I'm looking at right there. And there's the climbing spot that I could use to get back up here. I'm hoping that I find a climbing rope down below, because I definitely don't have one right now. That is a burdock root. So I'm going to grab that. Gotten very lucky with these over the past 5 or 10 episodes. Can't ever complain about that. Okay, so now I need to make my way farther down this way. Is that? Alright, that's a demon. Let's see, if that's a timber wolf, I'm going to be real mad, because that's a second pack very close to the first. But no, that is a deer. That is a doe. A deer. A female deer. It's fine. So we'll make our way past that. And I can already see the road. Beautiful. There's a prop deer too, even more beautiful. Good to know. I believe that Timberwolf pack that I just snuck past is the only one up here. So now what I have to do, what I have to accomplish here, this is going to be interesting, is there... First of all, I need to find the code up here. This is the code to get down to the cannery and use during an aurora. But also, I need to find a climbing rope. And if I don't find a climbing rope, it's not the end of the... It's fine. Like, I will be able to get to the lower level of Bleak Inlet. I know how to get there. But it's going to involve an incredibly roundabout route that will involve going back to the ravine, back through Mystery Lake, which, by the way, if that were to happen, wouldn't be the worst thing because I could grab those whetstones. And then into Bleak Inlet, or into Forlorn Muskeg, and then into Bleak Inlet. So I would prefer to avoid that, if at all possible. Like 6 or 7 different people comment on the on the missed note in Matt's truck in Desolation Point. Apparently there was a note in the visor and I didn't see it. And by the time it was like the 5th or 6th person, I was like, you realize like 4 other people have left this comment, right? I was a little bit testy. I was a little bit on edge, like, okay, you're the 5th person. Thanks. I miss things sometimes. It's gonna happen. But also, honestly, like, remember that for the first, like, significant leg of this run, like for a huge chunk of this run,
Jesus, this is cold.
visors were broken. Those notes weren't spawning properly. It's one of the more recent hotfixes that have dropped for the Long Dark that fixed that. So I haven't really been accustomed to finding things in visors this run. So much so that I kind of tuned it out a bit. You know? Kind of tuned it out. Okay, so I do want to step in there for sure, but I also want to take a look around here. Fully explore the area.
Oh, so cold.
You're fine. You're about to be inside. It's fine. Don't worry about it. The amount of dismissiveness that we have all built up. It's not just me. You can't say it's just me. Nobody act like it's just me. The amount of dismissiveness that we've all built up, especially if you're a content creator and you deal with hearing those voices while also interacting with an audience on the regular. Just the amount of disdain we express toward our protagonists in sandbox mode, even in story mode, is hilarious to me. We're so mean. Even when I think of like streamers who are still like relatively nice to their protagonists, like they'll use like a kinder tone of voice and be gentler, but even then it's like, it's kind of like, oh, you're fine, it's okay. Like there's still that kind of very just like thinly veiled condescension, like, be a big girl, it's fine. I think genuinely one of my silliest and yet most frequent kind of fears is that when I'm snarky, as I've said before, when I'm snarky with the protagonists in these series, that people will interpret that as that's how I would actually speak to a person. And it's like, no, never in a million years. Nice. Never in a million years. They're an imaginary video game avatar that is fun to dunk on because they say very repetitive things. But every now and then I will say something and I'll hear myself talking. I'm like, man, that sounds genuinely like cruel. But like I said, it's a silly fear. It's not something that actually keeps me up at night. But people are different, and every now and then someone watching who's not familiar with the channel, who hasn't known me for a long time, as many of you have, might genuinely misinterpret. All right, so we just picked up the note. I didn't pay much attention to it, but we picked up the note. So let me go ahead and holster this and see if... Let's also see if the notes page is still completely broken. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Here it is. Notes. Select. Communication report. Examine. Code 154. Ah. Yeah, you can tell that there are certain types of notes that are just, the icons are not built in properly. That's fascinating. Okay. I don't think I read this one when I picked it up. A flat sand or river stone, 3 inches in width. Oh no, this is the knife sharpening one. Yeah. Always a good one. Okay, so you notice what we didn't find, by the way? Notice what we did not find up here? Rope. So, I mean, it doesn't mean there's no way down. I'm still going to look for one, but that's not very promising, because we do need that rope. So let me eat these ketchup chips. I'll get some ketchup chips and some beef jerky, which we can all admit the packaging looks remarkably similar. So for a second I was like, where did I get the second pack of beef jerky? Or maybe I was like, where did I get the second pack of ketchup chips? But anyway. I don't think there's anything else here. There's the combat boots, but I don't care about the combat boots. There's probably a small subset of users who are like, why didn't you pick up the combat boots? Well, I'll show you.
I'll take it.
Note the weight. And now note the amount of restrictiveness they place on movement. First of all, they're not as good as the boots I'm already wearing, straight up, even though they weigh the same amount, but they're more restrictive on movement. They do have better armor and better protection against moisture, which is fantastic. Love that, but it's not really worth it, in my opinion. Combat boots, I don't think I've ever worn them for an extended period of time. I might have worn them when I first picked them up, and that's it. Like when I first found them way back in the day, but it's been a long time. Especially when you have the deerskin, but even when you don't, they're very... I mean, in some ways, I guess, hang on, let's look at this again. Let's give credit where due. Because this has not occurred to me before, but this is honestly like... Okay, no. They're not close. There are better shoes to wear in terms of warmth and even wind protection than the combat boots. That's the problem. What I was thinking, I wanted to give the benefit of the doubt. What I was thinking is like, well, maybe they're a good like second to the deerskin boots when you can't find the deerskin boots yet. But they're really not, because there are like the worker boots and the trail boots are really the best options there when you don't have the deerskin yet. So... Okay, so, I do want to sleep here. I'm not going to drink those teas, because frankly, I don't think I have to. But the question is, can I Skyrim my way down to the lower portion of Bleak Inlet? I think I can. I can probably find a spot where I can get down. I just know that without the climbing rope, I won't be able to get back up. So, like, I feel satisfied that I've kind of searched everywhere here, and now it's just a matter of getting down to the bottom section of the zone. Let's pass time for... Oof, I hate it. Let's say 4 hours. That's a lot of calorie burn. Still laughing at myself a few episodes ago. I was like, oh yeah, you could run around as opposed to passing time. Burn fewer calories. It's like I wasn't listening to myself. Yeah, what is running around in the long dark to, Hadrian? I haven't actually tested it. It might actually still be somewhat better or maybe somewhat worse. Who knows? But it was so funny, like an episode later, same recording session, to realize, oh, wait a minute. That makes 0 sense. That makes exactly no sense. Couple of cattail stalks. Let's just finish eating these. Or, hang on. I'll eat the beef jerky. And then the last cattail stalk. Yeah, it really didn't matter. I was going to eat them both. Drink the water. Looking good. In terms of the amount of stuff I'm lugging around. Let's pass time for 3 more hours. And then I should be able to sleep for like 2-ish. I think. Sun's coming up. Weather doesn't sound amazing. I don't love that. It actually sounds like it might be about to start storming, which is not what I wanted to hear. But we recovered lots of health there, which I'll take. All right, got the bedroll. Yeah. Oh, you know what it might have been? Last episode where I was like, did my weight just go up? It might have been that I had picked the bedroll up. Maybe that's what it was. I still want to go back and watch that. Was it at the beginning of this episode, or was it... Yeah, I think it might have been the beginning of this one. Maybe it was the last one, but like, that was wild. It could have just been the bedroll. All right, so I have 2... If I'm going to Skyrim, I don't have to worry about climbing. I can be a little bit encumbered. So let's step outside and see how bad it looks. Oof. Back inside. Do not want to give up condition on my clothing. I was worried about that. Kind of sounded like it. It's past time. That sounds good. That actually sounds like it got a little bit better. Not much better. It's not completely calm, but it... Yeah, it did calm down there. Okay, let's maybe give it 1 more hour. Hello? Thank you. Past time, escape, sleep. And with any luck, we will wake up. It'll be... Okay, perfect. That I just heard the wind quiet down even more. It's close to midday. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Maybe it didn't. That's a blizzard. Did it come back? Oh my god, how dare you? Oh my god. Okay, the game is lit. See, my mistake. I started saying things out loud, didn't I? Like, I shouldn't have... Like, the game heard me. The game knows that I was making plans, and was like, okay, hold on. Let's wreck Hadrian's day. Okay. I hate to pass... Okay. It sounds like it's getting a little better. I really hate to pass this much time chewing through my calories, and I do not like it. I need to remember that the rosehip pie that I made is going to give me more energy, so I can consume that at the right time and get a nice benefit from it. Yeah, the weather still sounds absolutely horrible outside, so, okay. I guess I'm gonna just keep chilling. No, I didn't. I meant to sleep. Okay, now it sounds like it's better. Ooh, that sounds much better. Much better. Okay. Let's see what I can get away with here. Now the day's almost gone. Like, that blizzard chewed through most of my day. which is very, very inconsiderate on the part of that blizzard. Okay. So let me take a look here. That's a long way down. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. All right, there's no getting over this fence here that I can see. Yeah, that's not low enough. And I didn't... Are you serious? Do you see this? Man, Bleak Inlet is rude. Maybe this is what killed me last time. It probably is. Okay, well... Hang on. I want to try one thing. Let me head up to the left. Okay, I'm seeing some carrion crows close by, which is promising. Because that implies that there are areas that I'm meant to traverse up here. Also, there's that prop deer. I need to remember that, because if I'm forced to kind of hang out here for a bit, if those were the carrion crows I saw, I'm going to be real upset, because I feel like I saw some over to the left a moment ago. Yeah, see, there's this path over here. I want to see what's going on there. Because I feel like there might be a secret route that I can use. Hang on, let me also check up here. Yes. I remembered. There's another prop deer here. Oh, okay, so that's what they're circling. Okay. So, ooh, and a maple sapling. Interesting. Okay. 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 Can I... Really? Is that all this is? Just a free prop deer from the game? And not, like, a way to get down more easily? That's... Okay. Don't get me wrong. Having 2 prop deer nearby is great. Like, I love that. But at the same time, it's like, I would like to try and actually get down to the lower section of Bleak Inlet. Random tree getting in my way. Alright, so there's the first prop deer. The other timber wolves are through that clearing and up that hill a bit. For a second, I thought that little patch of grass there was like a dead bunny. I'm like, how is there a prop bunny? What's going on? Never seen that before. Okay, I'm going to keep looking around here. I just need to be mindful of timber wolves. And there's one right in front of me. That's hilarious. Yeah, so this is the far end of their patrol route, basically. If I were to aggro them right now, I would just... Okay, you know what? Unfortunately, here's what I have to do. I was really hoping to find a clear route with enough time, but now, just schedule-wise, I do have to wrap up this episode. I can't run long right now. I would normally give it like 5 or 10 more minutes if it meant finding a place. What I'm going to have to do is double back to the shed. But that will enable me to jump in with the next episode with fresh eyes and maybe think about different ways that I could get down from up here. Because I haven't ruled out all possibilities. There's also, I feel like there's a way to get behind this fence here and go over there. And I want to at least check that out. It's just that the weather was so terrible when I was leaving here that I didn't want to dally too much. Yeah, I think I think you can creatively, or maybe even not creatively, just straight up somewhere climb some of these. Yeah, can you get up here? Let me try this. Yes, no, maybe so? Guess not. All right. Maybe here? I doubt it. Oh, wait. Here we go. Oh, it's blocked here, though. And I doubt I can get around. Although I can probably try it. Yeah, there we go. Let me at least take a look at this real quick. Now that I'm here. So I want to get a sense for if there's even a path worth exploring up here. Oh, wow. Is that a hard wall? It is. Oh, that's rude. I'm holding W right now, Legion. I can't move forward. No matter which angle I take. It's a hard wall. Look at that. Oh, that's mean. Oh, that's so mean. Okay, well, fair enough. You're not meant to really get down from this level, I suppose, but I'm still going to look for a way. Like I said, since we didn't find a climbing rope, what is likely now is I'm going to have to double back and go through Mystery Lake. But there's a silver lining to that because there are a bunch of whetstones at the camp lodge waiting for me. And
Die if I don't warm up soon.
maybe sewing kits, too. So there's that. And the other benefit of what I have to do, there's the cannery, by the way, I think. No, that's the fishing area. Cannery's down that way. The other benefit of kind of where I'm at right now is... Hang on, I was just thinking about the exact location of the cannery. The other benefit is that I don't have any more climbing to do, so I can pick up that stuff from Mystery Lake and feel okay with it. But anyway, I am back inside. Let me make absolutely sure I got that save point. Because I was catching up my train of thought there. And we'll stop this one here. In the next one, we have more of Bleak Inlet to explore, if I can get down there. But at the very least, we might just double back through some more familiar territory while seeing what else we can find. I don't know... I don't think... I think I've been to the dam. Yeah, I think I've been to the dam since the cooking update. So I think I've already kind of gone in there with the hope of maybe finding extra items. Not that that's a place where you would expect to find cooking items, but I think I have. But, of course, if we go through Mystery Lake, there's that opportunity. But I also don't have to do that. We could just go straight past the dam and go towards the camp office and then to Forlorn Muskeg. So I've got some options for how I take this. It's one of the nice things about a late game, kind of against all odds series, a late stage run like this. I've got lots of gear. I've got weapons. I have options. I can go in whatever direction I please, which is one of the reasons Long Dark Sandbox became so successful in the first place, expected or not. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If you're not new here, look for the join button for access to channel unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes drop every day but Wednesday at 1 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.